Hey guys, welcome back to Make That Sea Change. Paul here. Make that sea change. My God, I've already done 3 goes of this. Make That Sea Change is my site aimed at assisting those of you looking to set up an online business, work within affiliate marketing, work with any other online business type, looking at software you can use, affiliate programs, and the like. So today, it's actually an interesting one today. Well, for me writing anyway, it's my 7 blogging tips for 2021. Now, the reason I wrote this post is that it started as I've written in the post. You'll see I received my renewal notice for my URL, so makethatseachange.com, meaning the site is 2 years old, and I've been blogging in an almost full-time capacity for about nearly 3 years now. And there's a lot of stuff that I've been looking at recently. It's I don't normally date my videos, but it's February 2021 at the moment. And I've just sort of, we've got over Christmas, all that sort of stuff, kids back at school. So just sort of sitting down and working out where I want to head in 2021 with my websites. And these are the 7 things that I sort of come up with based on education, based on speaking to others and like that I'm planning to move forward with my sites in 2021 and hopefully build them up quite dramatically and obviously gain more readers, make some more money, and so on and so forth. So let's have a look at the 7 options I've got for you. I'll sort of flick between the post and me. If I feel I'm doing too much, I'll stay on one side or the other, but we'll go through them all anyway. So let's have a look. So the first one I've got here is write content. Content is your blog posts. Now you'll see, I did write in here, content is king. It's like the old cliche that everyone puts in there. But content is king is, to be honest, one of the most critical aspects that you can do when it comes to building a website, writing a blog post, because there's just more and more and more and more posts out there. And I know the likes of Google and Bing and the like change their algorithms all the time. But if you've got a lot of content out there and you're writing a lot of information, then it is something that is going to help you there. So if you look at basically going through, and I've written a whole story here on little marbles in a pool, and basically the idea is that the more marbles you've got in a pool, the more chance someone's got of finding one. So the more content you're writing, as long as it's valuable content, which we'll talk about next, but basically sit down at the beginning of a month and work out how many posts you can realistically write. I try and write around 20 a month. I don't outsource any of my writing yet. I'm about to look into that. But I try and write about 20 a month, which is one a day, one every couple of days, and I write mine in the mornings. I list the examples that I want to cover. So if you had a look on the homepage of this site, you'd see down the bottom there. Actually, you won't see it by the time you watch this video, but you would have seen all insurance affiliate programs. That's what I was writing on the last week. So that was in my list. I want to write about all the insurance affiliate programs, so on and so forth. Locate and list the keywords I'm basing the posts on, and then write to my schedule. As I said, I write in the mornings and afternoon. That helps me find my best time to write and all that sort of stuff. So number 1, write that content. If you can get some good, solid content out, I'll tell you what, 9 times out of 10, you're going to be able to keep your rankings up, start to find that you'll see your posts on page 1 a lot more. I mean, there's a lot more to this. Obviously, there's SEO and keywords and all that sort of stuff. And I've sort of written this post based on the fact that you might have a good knowledge of all that. If not, go back up the top where it says starting a blog post in 2021, that'll get you into where you can get all that information. Okay, so content is your first one. Number 2 then here is solving problems. Now, if we talk about here, that's the website blog. So if you need help in that, click on that and that'll get you started. But basically think about any of the searches you do within a website. So it will be something along the lines of, as I've written there, I pick up my phone all the time and I might search, what time's the football game start, or who sings that song, or what's that lyric in that song, or who's in that movie, or what time does the cinema open? All those sort of problems that we have that we search online for. The other thing we search online for is for whatever niche it is we're working in. So it might be you might have done a search for blogging tips and found this page. You might be searching for insurance affiliate programs and find one of my other pages. You might be searching for fridges. You might want to buy a fridge. Your problem then is all around the fridge, which is where someone's working in the fridge niche. I'll answer all those questions for you, and their content will solve your problems. So if you have a look at this, if you're talking about fridges, for example, what is the best one to buy? Is it what's better, 1 or 2 doors? Should the freezer be on the top or the bottom? Is it worth getting one with an ice maker and a door? They're all the problems that we have when we go to look for a fridge. Your content, if it's solving problems, you will be writing things like 3 reasons to buy a 2 fridge door or 3 best fridges under $700. The merely upright fridge review. I know that's a German. They're more expensive here in Australia than most others. Is it worth the extra money? How to remove odors from your fridge. So that's a instruction or how to. Tell a story. I bought a fridge with clear doors. It's the best thing I ever did. So they're the sort of posts that you're writing. Use lists, reviews, instructions, how-tos, telling a story which is solving problems. And the problems are based around your niche. So I have a fishing site as well, and I write posts on, the 3 best fishing reels for surf fishing, 3 best fishing reels for kayak fishing, 3 best fishing reels for boat fishing, 3 best for bass, halibut, ice fishing, fly fishing, all those sort of things, because they're the problems that people have. They want to buy a new surf reel and they don't know which is best, or they want some advice on which is best. Doesn't mean my advice is always right, but it's giving them those problems that they're solving. And it just means that people are going to find my information online because they're looking for those problems. So they're your 2 things. If you do not much else, number 4 I'll hit you with in a minute, but if you're continuously writing content and solving problems, I think you're going to go a long way in 2021, especially due to the fact that the search engine algorithms are starting to narrow down. They're increasing all the time to, are you helping? If you're not helping someone, you'll find that your posts won't rank as much. If you're not continuously refreshing your content, because Google and Bing and the like fresh information, you're not going to rank as well. So in 2021, content, solving problems. The third one here is we're starting to step into our SEO aspects here. And the third one here is to link. Now, I've written about this in a number of my SEO posts. If you are linking to programs, then you're going to get assistance in doing in getting your SEO. I can't even think what I'm trying to say. If you're linking to other websites, linking to your own sites, all that sort of stuff, it's got to help you. So as you go through your posts, the rule of thumb generally is have at least one link to an internal site, so another site within your post, within your website, another post within your website, and the other one is to an external authority site. Wikipedia is considered an authority site in most. You can't use them in academic, but you can use them in this sort of stuff. So you're just providing extra information to your readers. So if I was writing about refrigerators, I might have a link to General Electric or LG or the company to a post on their website that talks about the best way to build what to look for in a fridge, or the best way to find a fridge, or the best way to know whether your fridge is going to get what you want it to do, or even how they're made. All those sort of stuff are in other posts. You're not going to write that in your posts, but you're going to link people to them. The advantage of that, as it says here, keeping your reader on your site for longer, provides access to highly regarded authority sites. So search engines, if you're linking to good sites, they think, okay, well, you're providing good information, we'll rank that higher. And you can rank your high performing page. We'll talk about tools later on, but you can rank your high performing pages to lower performing pages, which hopefully means people will click on that, and it just increases extra traffic to it. So links are good. They must be trusted and popular, the external ones, and they must be relevant to your post. Number 4, build a YouTube channel. Look, to be honest, content is king. Solve problems. YouTube is an absolute must if you're looking to, in my opinion, in part of my tips, YouTube is an absolute must. It brings about 30% more sales to my website every week. This is my YouTube channel. You're looking at it now. This is the videos I'm shooting. I'm shooting this on I think it was a $50 webcam. I'm using the microphone in the laptop because the microphone system I've got, it wasn't working very well. I've got to fix that. And I'm shooting this on a software program called Snagit, and I use Camtasia. Now, I paid for both of those. There are free versions of software that will do this as well. And I haven't got any bells and whistles, and my YouTube channel is ranking. It's again all about the keywords. It's about what you put in there. Obviously, you want to try and make your channel so that people will stay. I sometimes have gimmicks, you know, bring up a wine bottle or a fishing rod or something like that. My fishing one, I do a lot more of that sort of stuff. That said, people are watching. If you're watching this point, why are you still watching? Hopefully it's because I'm giving you enough information and providing it in a manner that you can listen to. If not, comment below and I'll fix that up. But again, a YouTube channel, what it gives you is a second bite at the keyword cherry. YouTube is the second largest search engine in the world behind Google. If we go to the page here, I've got some stats here somewhere. 74% of adults in the US watch more than 1 billion hours of content on YouTube every day. So that is a lot of videos being watched on YouTube. And a lot of them use them as a search engine. That's all they use. They don't look at websites. They, you know, I've been talking about content is king, and content can include your YouTube videos, because some people will never read a website, but they will watch a YouTube channel on all sorts of things over and over and over again. Again, think about the problems you're solving. I need to clean my fridge. I don't even know where to start. Oh, here's a YouTube channel. Someone's showing you how to clean a fridge. Trust me, that'll work. I mean, kids get paid millions of dollars to open toys online. So there's a market for everything. You've just got to make sure that your channel is hitting that market. And again, it can just be simply you sitting in front of a camera like I am, or if you're not happy with, if you're not comfortable with that, go back, when you click on this, go back to this video on YouTube and click, and you'll see that little video that comes at the start. There's software programs out there that you can build your whole video, your whole YouTube video without you on it all, and you would just list option 1, create content, and you just have bullet points of of the 3 or 4 main things pop up on it. Option 2, solve problems. Then your bullet points come up and they fly around. There's music and animation, all that sort of stuff. That will work as well if you're not comfortable going on to in front of a camera. I'm talking off the cuff here, as you've heard from my spluttering and my mess ups of words and things like that. Some people stop and reshoot. I rarely do. I just sort of think, well, that's me being natural, and that's how it works. So yeah, but get a YouTube channel, build your YouTube channel. I've got a few instructional posts coming up. One will be on how to set up a YouTube channel. One will be on how to, shoot videos, edit videos, all that sort of stuff is coming up. So it's not there now, but keep an eye. But number 4, shoot a YouTube channel. Number 5 here is something a few people don't like. It is reduce your social media platforms. When I started this site, and as I've written here, I had talk about me messing up my words, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Pinterest, Instagram. I had all, 5 of them? And I was trying to keep them up to date. I was trying to post to this, post to that. I mean, how many Instagram, it's about online businesses. How many things can you put on Instagram from an online business? And what I found with all that was that it was just taking me so much time and so much effort to build all these platforms and get them all up and running. Then when I started to get into my tools, which we'll talk about in a minute, I saw that the traffic that was coming from some of them was so minuscule that it just wasn't worth it. Pinterest is a good platform. I use it in my fishing site. It works great. Some people that I work with use it for arts and crafts. One uses it for all her paintings. Kills. Absolutely drives mountains of traffic to their sites. But for mine, it didn't. So why spend my time working on it when I could be doing content, could be shooting these videos, all sorts of things like that, rather than trying to post Pinterest pins when it's not working. YouTube, as I say, works very well for me. Facebook works very well because I use the groups, and I kind of comment on the groups, and it builds me up that way, which we'll talk about in a second as well. But have a good look at your social media, work out what is working for your niche, what is not working for your niche. Again, if you're in the Instagram works, Instagram's one of the best for building followers if you comment a lot, so is Pinterest. but it also works well on very visual posts. So again, my fishing one will work quite well. So I can show pictures of fish I caught, I can show the reels I'm using, I can show all that sort of stuff. But the on the other side of the fence, it's, as I said, Instagram doesn't work very well for this because there's so many different types of computers, or a picture of an arts and craft book or something like that, which didn't really get a great following on any of those sort of platforms because it's not visual enough. So, yep, reduce your social media requirements, and I promise you, you'll get a lot better out of the ones you know are working because you better put more time to them and not worry about the ones that don't work. Okay, number 6, comment on the work of others. What have I written here? So go in, have a look at the bottom of this post. You'll see at the bottom of this post, I've got leave a comment, name, email, website. What you need to do for that one is you need to go into the posts of people that are in the same niche. So what I will do at some stage this week is I'll go into my search engine. I'll do a search for blogging tips, and I'll find the sites that have comments, and I'll put comments in those pages. What that does is it gets me a backlink. And what backlinks do is help you get greater SEO within your website. So Google and Bing and the like tend to think, well, if you're getting people referring to your site, that must be a good site. Or if you've commented and people accepted your comment, it must be a valid and good comment. So they'll include it. Websites rarely show on the comments, normally just your name. The email is if they want to contact you back, and the website goes in there basically, I think, for the backlink option. But go into those in your niche, and the reason I say that is because it's something you know about. So if we're talking about a fridge and you come across a review post that says, the 3 best fridges under the $700, you might read it all, and you'll go down the bottom and you'll say, yep, I actually my friend of mine has the LG fridge, found it very, very good. The only problem they have with that, I also have found that the Samsung fridge for $699 is also a good option here. Thanks for your great post, Paul. Bang, website fridges.me.com or whatever. And that will probably get through, because what happens is the website owner has to review that comment and they'll accept it. Once they've had a look at it, if it's good, they'll put it in. If it's rubbish, they won't. Now, I've actually gone this around the wrong way from the post, because the first thing I wrote about in the post for comments is social media comments. Same as I just commented for websites, do the same for social media. What that does, and comment under your page. So comment under your Make That Sea Change page. I comment under my Make That Sea Change page. Comment under whatever your website page is. But don't go in and say, hey, here's my site. As we did for the websites, comment on the actual post. Oh, what a great picture of a yellowfin tuna. I caught one of them off the coast of Queensland the other week, and I used this bait. People will look at that. The owners of the post will look at that. They'll click on you, and a lot of times they'll follow you. And when they follow you, their viewers see that they followed you as well, so they can see you. So it's just about growing your following and growing the people who are seeing your social media, because that's what social media is all about. The more people that get eyes on your page, that's why YouTube. The more people that get eyes on your videos, the more chance you've got to put links in there, get them to your site, sell them things via YouTube, whatever it is you're trying to do. That's what social media does, and that's what comments do. Putting comments on people's like-minded things, videos, Instagram posts, Facebook posts, gets you noticed, gets them looking at your stuff. If they follow you, then their followers see that as well, and that's how you build a following with comments. Okay, last one here. I'm going to switch to the screen here. The last one here is get some tools. Now, if you have a website up and running and you don't have analytics, Google Search Console, Bing Web Master Tools, and Google Page Speed Insights set up, get in there and get that. Turn this video off and go and do that now. You need to see who's viewing your site, what they're viewing, what they're looking at, all those sort of things. You need to be able to see that at any given time. So I've got a picture here. I couldn't find a proper one. I might actually take this out and put one of mine on there. But it'll show you what your most popular pages are. It will show you who's searching your pages, how they're getting in, what keywords they're using to get in there. Google Search Console will give you that as well. In fact, it'll give you that better than analytics will, as in what keywords people are using to find your posts. So you know that to put on your social media posts, you know that to put into your Pinterest pins or on your YouTube channel, all those sort of things, because you're giving your best keywords more avenues for people to find. So make sure that when you look at that if you haven't got those set up and running, go and do those as well. And I'll have them in my instructional guides as well coming up soon. You can also look at Ahrefs, which is another analytics tool. Wealthy Affiliate, that's how I built all my websites. They've got training and hosting and the like. Jaxie, keyword search tool. Ubersuggest, that's an analytics and keyword search tool. Aweber gives you a free version of email autoresponders. Canva for graphic design. Filmora for video editors. And vidIQ is a new one I've started using for my YouTube analysis. Tells me who's looking at my site, how long they're looking for, what keywords they're using, how many people are liking the videos, not liking the videos, so on and so forth. So when you're looking at for tools, these are the tools you need. Now, as I've mentioned, as you grow your website, these tools are going to be priceless in helping you enhance what it is you're looking for. I mentioned before, cutting down the social media platforms based on what they're bringing. Oh, my nose got itchy. Based on what they're bringing in. I found that via Google Analytics. So I went into Google, I can look at my social media, I can see where my traffic's coming from, and it'll give me a social media option, and it even breaks it down to YouTube, bringing this amount, Pinterest, 2. I spent, I reckon, 5 hours in the last 3 weeks building Pinterest pins, and I got 2 people coming from it. Is 5 hours worth 2 people, as opposed to spending 5 hours on 1 or 2 posts, which might bring in 30 people? That's the trade-off that you've got. I know I'm missing out on 2 people, but I might be getting 30 people elsewhere. So download those tools. I know there's no instructions in those tools in there, but if you can download them and check them out, you're definitely going to be on the right track there. Okay, that's it, guys. That's my 7 blogging tips for 2021. I hope that was helpful for you. If you're watching this with YouTube, please like and subscribe to my channel below. If you subscribe to the channel, you'll see the videos once all these little help videos start to pop up on Google, accessing analytics, accessing this, that, and everything else. And you'll also see as I build more instructions or more tips and tricks come in. If you're watching this within the post, and if you've got any comments, please don't hesitate to comment below. If you need help getting set up in your websites, help getting access to, I don't know, affiliate programs or any of the tools, or have any comment, feedback, experience with any of the tips or other tips to provide, as I said, please don't hesitate to comment below. I'd love to help you out. Okay, guys, thanks for that. Chat to you soon. Bye.